Hello, me again. Got a little update on this new T1 that I'm building. This I thought that this shell section that I bought originally from here to here, just the top only, was MTH. It turns out there was actually a Broadway Limited. So anyway, I obviously if you watched the first video, I made all the sides and everything out of Lexan. So I added some details to the side. I put the compressors in the front. Still gotta do a gold bell. Obviously I didn't have to do anything with this section because it was pre-made. I added some details to the roof. Obviously I did both shells. As you can see that. I cleaned up the drivetrain. So I added some more stuff in there. These are from a Rivarossi Y6B. I chopped them up, put them at the right angle, glued them in there. Obviously we did both sides. I added some other stuff that may not be perfect, but from the photographs it's pretty close. I did test run it. It runs pretty good. We're going to do it again. I did make some adjustments. As you can see, there's actually two motors in this now, and I'll explain why. So it turns out that having one motor in the middle, the drive shafts were too small. Using the silicone hoses was really not an option. There just wasn't enough play for the trucks to pivot correctly, and it would cause, more so in the back, I don't know why, at a slow speed it would cause the truck to kind of shift, vibrate back and forth, oscillate. So I decided to go with the two motor plan, and I used the drive shafts that come with the YB6. I had spares, and I cut it and then went to the flexible tubing, and I did the same thing with the front. This is a different type of, this is like a U-joint type, and it basically cured the problem. I may try to search for the next size down as far as silicone hose. I do have some that's too thin and it twists. I need another version of that, maybe one in between the real thin stuff and this to get it to more flexible, but it does run good. I changed the springs. What I had in there before was homemade springs that I had cut down. I bought a box of assortment springs, so I changed that to get it to sit straight. I cleaned up the chassis, got rid of all the extra crap that was on there, and so the shell fits on there like this. It's real simple. The shell slides underneath here, slide it all the way, drop it in, and then slide it back, and that's it. No screws needed. I will have a screw though, but for right now I don't really need one. Push it down, slide it back, and we're done. So that's what she looks like. The height is approximately 2 1/8, 2 1/8, which is pretty damn close to the actual scale height. It's pretty damn close. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to take these two Rivarossi tenders. It needs to be 7 inches long. I'm going to cut this And I'm going to cut this, and I'm going to extend it so it's about that long. And then I am going to lop all this stuff off the front, and then make a, what do you call it, that goes up and over it with an opening. I have no idea what it's for. I am going to break this top off and drop it down 1/16 of an inch so it's not all flat. Obviously I'm getting rid of this stuff. This floor needs to be dropped down, and I need to add about 3/16 of an inch to the bottom of this. Now once I do that, I'll bring it to work and I'll belt sand all the rivets off of it. But so that's the next project. I will be using this. My last one, I sacrificed a set of these to make 2 sets to make one. I made it a 4-axle truck. I'm not going to bother with this. I have another set of these that I could chop and donate to it, but I'm not going to bother. You can barely see them anyway when there's skirts over it. So that's the deal. That's the next project. This paint, you can't tell, it looks black, but it really isn't. It's basically black with a touch of green in it. You really can't tell, but it's the same color that the Broadway Limited was, which when you looked at it, it looked black. But when I originally painted this, I painted all this black to get some paint on it first. You could see the difference, but I originally planned on painting it. I had this color custom made, so you can see a little bit that it's not black, especially if you look at the bottom of the firebox is actually black. You can see it. I didn't paint that. Why would I? I might paint it dark gray. So anyway, there you have it. Have a great weekend. Thank you for watching.